going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and I'm actually on my way. I'm on my way to go help Jeep Guy with something right now, and I figured it'd be a really good opportunity for me to do a little video for you guys on the 10 things that I love about my lifted Ram 2500 Cummins diesel. And I want to say the obvious. There will be a follow-up video to this, and that's 10 things that I don't like about my lifted Cummins diesel. But I figured, you know, we've all seen stuff like, you know, street speeds, Duramax, and what he likes and doesn't like about his truck and all that sort of stuff, and other YouTubers have done what they like and don't like about their cars or their trucks, that kind of stuff. So, and not a lot of YouTubers have trucks, so I feel like it kind of be an opportunity for me to give my input on what it's like to basically daily drive a lifted diesel truck. First of all, since this is going to be the 10 things I like about it, first thing, number one, the way you feel driving it. I mean, you can't really put into words what that means. It's just like you feel pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie, driving, you know, a 3/4 ton truck with a 6-inch lift and 35-inch tires, you know, compared to, like, for example, there's a Subaru like Tribeca crossover going past me, and you can see that they're like down there. So that's the big draw for me, at least for like the first thing. I mean, okay, here's the Silverado 1500 standard size truck about to go by. Like, they're below the truck, they're below like the window line, and it's like, I don't know, it's cool. And the second thing is the sound. One of my favorite things about the 5.9 Cummins is the way it sounds. It's an amazing sounding engine, and I mean, when you go full 5-inch straight pipe from the turbo back, it just really opens up that sound. I mean, you can hear, like, when I just ease into it, you can hear the turbo. I mean, if you guys can hear that, that's like, I hope you can, because it sounds awesome to me in here. Now, the third thing is the torque of a diesel. Just, this applies to driving any diesel truck. Now, it doesn't have to be lifted. I'll get to the what I like about it being lifted later. That's going to be like the last 5 things, or last 4 or 5 things kind of have to do with being lifted. Well, the first few things kind of had to do with it already, but D7 vet. But the next thing, at least to me, is the oh god, what was I gonna say? No, the torque. The torque is awesome. Having torque like this in something you drive every day is just really nice, really convenient to have, because you barely have to get into the throttle to keep up with traffic. You just ease into it, and you just turbo spools up, you move right along, you're good to go. And if you got a merge and you plant it, you're gonna be merged pretty quick. I mean, this thing's closing speed when you're coming on an on-ramp is a lot higher than a lot of people would actually think. I mean, you get up to speed quick, and you get up to speed quick for what it is. I mean, I'm not saying it's Corvette fast, you know, it's not, like, we timed the 0 to 60, actually. We timed the 0 to 60 using an app called Track Addict, which times it by times the 0 to 60 by GPS, so it's semi-accurate. And I think we ran, and this was actually, we spun the rear tires because it was wet out when we did it. We need to do another one in the dry. And Jeep Guy was driving. We made 6.8 seconds, 0 to 60, which is pretty good for something that weighs over 7,000 pounds and has 35-inch off-road tires. I mean, that's pretty damn good, especially to spin, but especially to have spun a little bit through first gear. And like, you can't argue with something that weighs over 7,000 pounds and will do like a 6.8 second 0 to 60 time. That's like 6.8 seconds 0 to 60 while spinning the rear tires in the wet. That's pretty damn good, at least in my opinion. I mean, and the truck's not even like, it's not even, you know, super built. It's not like tuned out the ass or anything. It's just, it's got a tow tune, and it's got a couple of different, it's got a tow tune, intake, full exhaust. The only thing in the exhaust is like a resonator. So, and I'm thinking about having that taken out, so it's just full straight pipe all the way back. It's basically a straight pipe right now. The only thing that isn't straight piped is the resonator, or the resonator section. So I don't know why the previous owner decided to leave a resonator on there. I'll have to see how it sounds without it. And if it sounds good without it, I might just have an exhaust shop just welded up weld it up without the resonator, just get some 5-inch piping, because literally that's what it is right now. It's just 5-inch piping that comes off the turbo, and it's got a little resonator about halfway back the truck. But I think that was thing number 4 or thing number 5. I think probably thing number 4 or thing number 3. God, I don't remember. I'll have to go back, and this may either be 9 or 10 things. Anyways, moving on to number 5. Having something to drive every day that you can get, you know, technically you can seat 6 in this thing, and you can get stuff in the bed. So just that kind of practicality is really nice to have, especially in something that you know, that looks cool. You know, sure, you could say, well, you know, so-and-so SUV seats 6 or whatever. I don't care. I can seat 3 in the front, 3 across the back. I can put stuff in the bed, and I can go way more places than most SUVs can. And you know, and you have fun doing it. You know, like, it sounds cool. It's quick for what it is, and you don't really get that with a lot of SUVs. You really don't. I mean, unless you get something weird like a BMW X5M or a Grand Cherokee SRT. Thing number 6, it's comfortable. It's really, really comfortable. Even with the lift, I mean, it's for some of you guys that are a little bit newer to the channel and don't know, it's a 6-inch BDS lift with Fox Racing shocks all around, and they really do ride really well on the street. The Fox Racing shocks always have. I had like a couple different options to do with this kit. You could either do like a Bilstein shock, or you could do Foxes all around. I opted to go with the Foxes because ride quality was kind of important to me. I didn't want something that would like beat me up, especially something I'm going to drive every day. Thing number 7, suspension flex. It's got a lot more than you might think it does. And if you want to see what I'm talking about, go over to my Instagram page and scroll back a little bit in my Instagram like timeline or whatever, so you can actually see it flexed out. It flexes really well, especially for what it is. You don't really think of like a 3/4 ton full-size truck as being something that would flex. With this BDS kit, it really, really does. And thing number 8 in the things I like video is that if you ever have, like, you know, if any of my friends are ever in a situation where they need somebody to pull them out of, like, you know, if they're stuck, they need somebody to pull them out, or if they need, you know, they're in a bind and they need help moving something or whatever, you can do whatever you like. You can move almost anything with this thing. I've pulled a Bobcat with it. I've loaded tons of stuff in the back. It's pretty much like you can move whatever you want. And although you'll find out in the next video in the next video about this truck, that there is a double-edged sword to that. Hello. Now, the final, well, what I was thinking about, no, not final thing. Thing number 9. Number 9. People let you in everywhere. Like on the road, if you're merging and they see this thing coming, they will. I've had people like that I didn't even need them to move. Like they would go. Like I had one guy see this thing coming up an on-ramp, and he moved to the shoulder. Number 10 that I like about this truck in general is just that turbo sound. I mean, just listen to it. It's like I could do that over and over and over again. Like you don't get tired of that. I like that. I like it a lot. But if you guys enjoyed this video, 10, I think, things about, oh, there's a second gen over there. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, 10 things, I think it was 10. I think I covered 10. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoy.